Welcome back to the NSUSpartans.com football coaches show for the week of September 20th. We're here with head football coach Pete Adrian. How are you doing today, Coach?
Doing good, Matt. Just trying to get ready for this next game.
All right. Well, you're on a two-game win streak now. Another impressive performance on Saturday, 51-28 over Virginia State. Tell me what you saw that you liked in that contest.
Well, I liked the way we came out in the first half. Just took total control of the ball game. You know, we were playing a team that was 2-0 and averaging 32 points a game. I thought they could play with us, and I think we showed them real early that you can't. They bounced back a little bit in the third quarter. We had a few redshirt freshmen get full in the secondary and whatnot, but I thought that was pretty good for us because we saw a little bit of adversity and we showed our character and came right back and took care of it in the fourth quarter.
Right. And a big reason you got out to the big early lead, some great special teams play. I know first couple weeks you gave up a couple big special teams plays, but kind of turned the tables this past week with some nice punt returns and kick returns.
Well, as the season goes on, you know, you get better because it's really hard to simulate live special teams play. And you know, things worked out well for us. We did a great job on the returns. Flukenberry did a nice job catching the ball, so did Wicker on the punt returns. Kids did a good job of blocking. Of course, we got the kind of kick that you wanted to kick. You know, we had to return right, and they kicked the ball right. So we thought maybe they would, because Billy always pulls the ball to his left because he cross kicks it, and it was set up real good. And of course, you can't ask anything better unless Fluke had one more step, which would have been a touchdown.
But at the same time, I guess your offense didn't mind starting first and goal on the 2 for their first play of the night. I guess that's
yeah, I mean that really worked out well for us. And then we went out and stopped them again. And our whole thing for the week, we were going to throw it deep on the very first play from the line of scrimmage, so that we were sitting there about the 45-yard line, able to hit Lewis down the sideline, which was really nice. And that kind of shocked them pretty early.
Yeah, you mentioned the offense and specifically the passing game. Great game for Chris Wally, 17 out of 22, as you said, hit the big 46-yard play to Kelvin Lewis. Seems like the passing game's starting to pick up a little steam every week now.
Well, it's just the same thing, you know. It was game 3 for Wally. Wally's played very well in all 3 games, and for our receivers, we had a lot of young receivers who were first-time players, and they're just getting more acclimated every time you're out. It's the same scenario. Hey, we've been here before. So as they gain experience, hopefully we get a little better.
And I guess one thing you'd probably like to see from this offense, especially with a lot of the shotgun looks, Wally's really spreading the ball around. I think you had 8 different players catch a pass on Saturday. You know that makes it hard for the defense, I'm sure.
Well, there's no question about it, yeah. I mean, if you're spreading it around, that's the best thing you can do, because you get a tendency, whether you're a strong side or weak side or a certain receiver, then any defensive coach is going to be able to take that away.
And of course, another big game for D'Angelo Branch, 167 yards, 4 touchdowns. Picked up the MEAC Offensive Player of the Week honor, so he seems to be in midseason form already.
Well, I said it many times, I think he's the best total back in this league, you know, and I still believe that. I mean, he runs extremely hard, he runs with some really good cuts, he blocks well, he catches the ball well, and you know, he's a kid that always wants the football, and that's what you want in a tailback.
And once you got the big lead, you're able to get in Markeith Briscoe for his biggest game yet, 14 carries for over 80 yards. What did you see from Markeith on Saturday?
Well, again, he's just getting better. You know, he's very explosive. You know, he's a 205-pound back, and he's really controlling the football. And the more he shows that, the less burden it will be on D'Angelo Branch. You know, each game we get a little more confidence in what he's doing, and he's feeling good about himself. And he got a touchdown for the first time, and I think it was 86 yards and 14 carries, and we're very happy about that.
Sure thing. Now, defensively, gave up a couple big plays in the second and third quarter. Virginia State maybe got a little momentum, but I know you said you liked how the defense finished them off in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, we had a redshirt freshman make a mistake on 3rd and long. The quarterback scrambled, and he made the cardinal sin. He came up to stop the quarterback, and they threw it over his head for 56 yards. And I think that might have been the first pass they completed in the first half like that, and that gave them some momentum. And then you know, again, we made a couple mistakes back there, but that's going to happen. Some of those young guys playing, and I got a little nervous for a little while, because you know, momentum's a strange thing, but I knew as soon as we stopped them one more time that would kind of kill it, and that's exactly what it did.
Sure thing. Well, looking ahead now, you go back to MEAC play this week, a school you're very familiar with, Bethune Cookman, down in Daytona Beach, but new coach on the sideline, a new offense. What have you seen so far from Bethune Cookman?
Well, they run the spread like everybody else. I mean, it's a lot very similar to Rutgers, except they don't run the big personnel where they run 21 and try to run at you. You know, it's all spread. You know, 4 receivers, 5 receivers. Quarterback trying to keep the ball off what we call 30 read to the back like that. So, you know, it's something that we've been prepared for. I mean, A&T ran it, Virginia State ran it, Rutgers ran it, and they're averaging 55 points a game, which is unheard of. But again, you got to look at the level of competition that they played it against, and we're excited about going down if I'm correct, I don't think a Bethune Cookman team has never won at Daytona Beach. And that's one of our goals this week to, again, try to get another first, as we've got many firsts since we've been here,
Sure.
just to get that monkey off our back.
Sure thing. And of course, this will be Bethune Cookman's first MEAC game, so is this a sort of a game where you can kind of expect the unexpected a little bit playing down there against them?
Well, you never know, but I mean, you know, I think we're ready for it. It's a huge game for us. You'd like to be 2-0 in the conference, especially before you have your week off, and then you got South Carolina State following all that, and it's the first conference game. And I know they're going to be fired up. You know, obviously 2-0, and they're really thinking good about themselves. And again, we got to go out and try to set the pace early and let them know that, you know, this is not teams you've been playing.
Sure thing. Well, look, we're looking forward to the game this Saturday. Spartans take on Bethune Cookman at 4 p.m. this Saturday in Daytona Beach. If you can't make it down to Florida, you can always listen to the audio stream at nsuspartans.com, and the Spartans will be going for their third consecutive win heading into their bye week. Thanks for joining us today, Coach. We'll talk to you again next week, and thank you for tuning in on nsuspartans.com.